It works really well as a wreath base if you can't find the metal ones. So if you're not aware, wreath bases are very scarce right now. So I'm just adding a pipe cleaner at the top and bottom of every other one. We're gonna need 16 total. What's up, y'all? My day has been good. Yeah, Jordan is also live in the creative coaching group. So y'all, if you pay for the creative coaching membership, you may want to be over there. So one thing to note is I'm actually decorating the board backwards. So I want to make sure that on the outside of my wreath, there's no branding for another company. We're not cutting pipe cleaners in half on this one. I tried that, wasn't really a fan. Y'all, I'm gonna give all of these one quick twist so they quit trying to fall out. Did I get a facial? Not today. I did take a nap though, so my hair looks like it. All right. Debbie, you can absolutely get the ring boards from DecoExchange. We have some in stock right now. Charlotte made the rooster that I made last night. Awesome. Y'all, tonight we're using some items from Parker's subscription box. So did you guys watch the video today where he showed off the subscription box? How do you get to the creative coaching group? Just search on Facebook, creative coaching. You love my shirt? Thank you. All right, we have 3 more. Hey, Deborah, I heard you got to hang out with Tammy at her craft show. Heard you try to beam her in the head with a ring. All right, we're almost done. So this should give us 16 total. How am I? I am good, actually. All right, so that's all of the ones on here, y'all. But I'm gonna have leftover mesh from this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and use a 8-inch ring that I have. And I'm gonna go ahead and add some pipe cleaners to it. You're missing a sign in your box, just email customer support at info@damonotes.com. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and put one pipe cleaner between these for the top. Rochelle, I haven't had a Coke in about almost 6 weeks now. Are they easier to use? No, they're going to come out the exact same thing. All right, so on this one, we added 8 additional twists. Looking at it, I think it's going to be good. So we've got 16 and 8. So let's find our calculator real quick, y'all. All right, so we've got 24 pieces total. If we need 12 of each color, if we're going to rotate 1 of each all the way around. All right. So this is 10 times 3 to make it feet, times 12 to make it inches, divided by 12 is a 30-inch ruffle. Right? Is that right? Let's double check that. All right, so we have 16 and we have 8, which is 24. We're gonna put 1 of each. So that's 12 of each. Yeah, that's 30 inches. So to play it safe, we're gonna do about 28. So this is a cotton poly mesh. So it just means that there's cotton fabric between the Decomesh. All right. Let's move our frames out of our way. So there's 1. What about the small wreath form? We counted it, right? So we have 16 on the big one, 8 on the small one. Add those together, we get our 24. Hope that was fireworks. You sold 3 wreaths this weekend. Awesome. So y'all, your length of your ruffle could vary depending on how many twists you have, right? That's why we always do the math to see what we can do and what we can't. Is it raining here? Not at the moment, but I do know our friends and family located on the other side of Louisiana. Y'all, there's a situation. A zip tie. I'm like, why can't I get? are definitely getting some bad weather. They're flooded in, not good. All right, last ruffle. And those are gone. All right, let's get our big frame. Oh, thanks, Kathy. All right, each one of these, we're just gonna curl the ends up a little bit and then squish right down the middle. Doesn't have to be perfect, just a little ruffle. This is called a rotary cutter, and they're from DecoExchange, even has our little name on them. All right. Now I'm gonna put my ruffles all the way around the outside edge first. Y'all, let's put these with the ruffle side up today. Because why not? Get it good and twisted. And then we'll go to our next color. Scrunch it up down the middle. B, that was actually in Lake Charles, one of our favorite breakfast places, KD's, and they stayed there eating because they couldn't leave. It's true. We cut these at 30 inches. Well, anywhere between 28 and 30 inches. The measurement was 30, but sometimes the rolls are a little short, so we cut them a little bit less than that. But you have to cut yours at the calculation of how many ruffles you need. Every frame has a different number of twists on it. Now you got to make sure you get this nice and tight, or your ruffles will be a hot mess. Is it thicker than poly jute? No. How do you determine face up or face down? Just whatever you want to do. Doesn't really matter. They give two different looks, so you just decide which look you want and you go with it. I was in North Carolina. Can I give you the numbers on the mesh? Yeah, and I will tell you, well, the black and white did not have many left in stock. So if you want the black and white, you might want to grab it. It was RY 841562. The red and white was RY 841562. 549. So I don't know if you guys have noticed it yet, but what I like about this mesh is that the lines aren't exactly even on it. Can you guys see the pattern? It reminds me of like the country check ribbon. But you can do this with any kind of mesh, y'all. It doesn't have to be the cotton poly mesh. Use whatever colors match your project. All right, last one on the outer ring. You have a work wreath with only 16 ties. Should you add 2 more? Does it need it? I don't know. What size is the frame? How far are they apart? All right. So now we've added them all the way around the outside. So as of right now, y'all, this went from being a, let's see, 15-inch frame to a 24 by 24 inch wreath. All right, now we're gonna add our mesh to the inside. This would be pretty with the Farm Animal Christmas ribbon, look. It would. How do you determine the length of your mesh? So we did that in the beginning with math. That's it. All right, same thing. Curl our edges. Charlotte, we did. Charlotte, did you go back to work already? So you can see on this side, it's just a messy ruffle, and on this side, it looks more like bow tie pasta. So you just determine what you want on there and go with it. I do like to do the outer ring first and then put the inner ring on, because for me, the inner ring is just gonna sit on top of the mesh that's there to make it look fuller. So I'm not gonna sit here and try to move all this out of my way. I'm gonna literally just push it down into that crack and tie it off. All right, so I'm gonna find my next 2 and just push this down right between everything and tie it off. So see how it fills it in whenever you just set it right on top? What's up, y'all? Uh-oh, someone's looking forward to the Hidden Treasures Challenge this weekend. Y'all, I decided that we're gonna step up the challenge just a notch. And one day, we're gonna go through the supplies and we're gonna make a box of stuff that the coaches have to incorporate in their designs. Because why not? It can't be easy for them. That wouldn't be any fun. You have the hardest time curling the ends? Listen, I promise you that you're probably making it harder than it has to be. Y'all, none of these is perfect. Oh yeah, and then we voted. So last time, I had to make the puppy with Derica, which was super fun. So this time, I'm letting the people vote on which coach has to make the seahorse. Derica, watch. Derica, we're gonna make somebody use the seahorse in a design because I found these two giant fish in my stash that they can all use together. Look, this guy and the seahorse all match. So we're gonna make somebody use it. But none of the coaches are here watching, so they don't know yet. So, our little secret. Jordan's live in the coaching group. Tammy's doing family things. All right, we just have a few more, 2 more to be exact. I'm also thinking that we're gonna escalate the giveaways. So you guys know I'm giving away a box out of my personal stash every Sunday to people on my text message list. I'm thinking during the challenge, we may do like a giveaway like every 30 minutes that someone's live. So 2 giveaways every hour to, you know, the people that are live with us in the class. It's just a thought so far. I have to figure out if we can make that happen or not. Awesome, Robin. You just ordered the mesh? Awesome. Y'all, we have all kind of stuff in stock right now. The shelves are stocked with everything but wreath frames. So, but we've got plenty of these rings. What's the base? It is the round, Unique in the Creek ring. All right, so this one's looking pretty good and full. Let's go ahead and add the mesh to our little baby frame. The ruffles are 30 inches. All right, so we're gonna ruffle this. Cindy, my shorts are too big, and these are the ones that were too small. They keep falling down a little bit, so we're not gonna have that kind of show though. We'll just keep pulling them up. All right, so let's get our ruffles on this one. Where do you go to find the Hidden Treasures Challenge? Just go to learnfromdamon.com. And then at the top, it should say Creative Challenge. You've never done mesh yet. You don't know what you're missing. Mesh is still my favorite, y'all. All right, so this was a 8-inch frame. Let's see how big it is once we have our mesh on there. Tammy said she sold 8 wreaths in the last 2 days. Awesome. Where you can get 100 red trucks for centerpieces, I do not. Like, not even any of the wholesale companies are gonna have that many right now. If you need some in like 6 months, you can order those. Sharon, I think the products empty out every 24 hours, but if someone buys it before you check out, it goes away. Post the link. It's just learnfromdamon.com. Y'all, I would encourage you though to read both payment options. So the challenge itself is $30, but for $35 you can get the challenge and you can do creative coaching with us. And it's just a good way for you to test and see if you want to stay in the creative coaching group or not. All right, look how full that is with just 4. Do we have a specific charity for this challenge as well? We do not. Well, I think when you check out, it may give you the option to donate to tiny houses. But for the most part, the challenge is part of the creative coaching group. So there's not many people that are actually paying to take it. You need by October. You may be able to contact a wholesale company and they may be able to get them to you by October. Why is there such a shortage of wreath frames? Well, just like every other supply out there right now, they are stuck on the shores of China. So there's a container shortage. Where are the past videos for creative coaching? There's some if you just click on media videos, and the rest are located inside the membership portal. All right, so this one is just going to be 8 30-inch ruffles. And it's going to be plenty full. Yeah, I like the wooden frames. All right, last ruffle. When will we be getting Christmas supplies? And we have Christmas supplies that came in 2 or 3 weeks ago. Oh, thanks, Judy. All right, last ruffle here. Y'all, this is the same base that I used for my mailbox bow. So I literally made the same little 8-inch frame just like this, and then I attached that frame to my mailbox. All right, so this gave us a, right now it's at 18 inches. So once we add our ribbon, I bet this is a 20 by 20 wreath. All right. Y'all, we should have prepped our sign already, but we didn't. So let's do that now. This is the metal ladybug that was in the subscription box. Peggy, nope, you can access them on any device. They're just on Facebook. Let's put 4, oh, just 3, because we'll use the hanger that's already there. So we might just need 2 in that hanger. So all you need to do is add pipe cleaners to Unique and Creek boards. So this is the ring board, so it doesn't have the center. All right, we are gonna wanna use some E6000 DAP Rapid Fuse. Something good. Put a little dab. Y'all, if you use E6000, you have to wait a little bit longer. Jeanette, we will have, I think, 100 and something spots for the next box. So make sure you're on that waiting list, and as soon as it opens, make sure you sign up. Y'all, I am gonna just, hot glue doesn't really do anything on metal, but it makes me feel better knowing that I put it for some reason. What's, all right, tell me some crazy little thing that you do that you know doesn't really do anything, but it makes you feel better about it. All right, let's add our pipe cleaners. Peggy's hooked on succulent wreaths. That was a pretty cool project that we did was that last Tuesday? Do you sign up each time? Nope. It's a subscription, so if you get it 1 box, you're there for good. The boxes are on wreathsupplybox.com. All right, now we're gonna let that glue cure. And let's get our bow maker out, and let's make a bow while we wait on that. You staple pipe cleaners to your signs, then hot glue. We can't staple into a metal sign. All right. So these 2 ribbons and the sun were one set of items that were in the box. Y'all, everything else came from DecoExchange.com. Yeah, they go fast. But listen, every month, starting in June, so next month when we open up spots, every month until December, we'll be able to add 150 people. So we're hoping by the end of the year, we're able to get everyone in on the subscription that wants to join us. All right. So let's start with our 4-inch. All right, so we are gonna do 3 of those. So we don't need a giant tail. I am gonna measure the first one a little past the 8-inch mark. That gives me some room to cut off all the funkiness. All right, so just give it a little pinch and then give it a twist and put that twist right between the pegs. All right, we're gonna go about a 7-inch loop. Do you have to use a 4-inch ribbon? Nope, not at all. All right, 8-inch tail. And we're just gonna keep making this X. And I'm not gonna put this ribbon at the very back because I wanna be able to see the ladybugs. All right, this loop is just a little bit smaller. Y'all, if you're watching in the How to Make Wreaths Facebook group or on YouTube, just know that I can't see your comments and you should join us over on DecoExchange. On DecoExchange, if you put in UITC on the website in the search, you'll find the ring board. Michelle still never used a 4-inch ribbon. What about Swiss dots? So surely you guys love some Swiss dots. You can never find lives on DecoExchange. You found us right now. All right, y'all, on this one, I want to get it in there, but I have a lot of ribbon already. So I'm just going to go ahead and put 1 strip. So I literally just cut a strip, and that's all we're adding. So just 1 strip right in there. And I might do the same thing with the solid red, just 1 strip going the other way. And then I have this open roll of larger polka dots that I'm gonna use for my center loop. Trying to save up for Wreath Makers Live, awesome. All right, gonna take one of our pipe cleaners. fold it in half and slide our bow off. Y'all, we got a little crazy with our ribbon tails. All right, give it a good twist. Sarah, I don't own a Pro Bow, so you'll never see me use again. All right, look how pretty that is. All right, let's make our next two. So this time it's gonna be 8-inch tail. Jordan's wreath is beautiful. I know it was supposed to be tropical. I heard he even used some pink. All right, so 8-inch tails, 7-inch loops. And now every loop's just gonna get a little bit smaller. Now we have to figure out what colors we did. Red was next. Y'all, I need to sneeze. Jordan's wreath was gorgeous. Awesome. All right, our loops are just gonna get slightly smaller. Y'all, bows are just something that you have to practice at, unfortunately. I was not always good at bows either. Thanks, Carrie. All right, so now we're just gonna do our tails. So we only need these to be about 8 inches. All right. Now we can do our center loop. Uh-oh. Throwing ribbon on the floor, y'all. Next, pipe cleaner. Do I always use wire ribbon? I do. Why do you not put the pipe cleaner in first? Karen, it's just not how I do it. Whenever you put the pipe cleaner in first, you have to bring it from the back, tighten it, and then bring it back around, and I think it makes for an ugly bow. That's just my personal opinion. I like to go across the top, squeeze it down, and have minimal pipe cleaner around the top and sides, and then just tighten it around the back. But you can make it however it works for you. There's our next one. All right, y'all, one more. Jean just signed up for the challenge. Awesome, glad to have you, friend. Oh, thanks, Adele. Y'all, you just do whatever makes it work for you. That's it. You don't have to do anything crazy. You don't have to change how you make yours. This is just what works for me. Jordan, I heard you played with a whole lot of pink stuff in your wreath tonight. Y'all, I forgot the white one. So I'm just gonna throw it in now. Kathy, all of my bows are basically the same size. So it doesn't matter what size wreath, I always make the bow starting at the 7 to 8 inch mark. Kim signed up for the challenge. Awesome. Jordan. I may have told people that we're just going to give stuff away during the whole challenge out of my supplies. Because why not? Jenny signed up. Awesome. Y'all, let's get our strips on here. We need 2 of them. All right, let's get our large polka dot for our center loop. The black, all this ribbon was from DecoExchange. All right, one more pipe cleaner. you can figure out how to sign up. You just go to learnfromdamon.com and then look for the one that says Hidden Treasures. Peggy, you gotta sell them. Y'all, why are you scared to sell them? All right, there's our last bow for this wreath. Let's check on our sun. All right, look. You should be able to tug on your pipe cleaner and your thing should not pop off. If they pop off, you didn't put enough of the E6000 or the super glue. All right. So I want to get my ladybug here. You sold 2 today, awesome. Let's get our bigger bow because one just got real happy with the tails. What does the $35 fee include? So for $35, you get the creative coaching membership and you get the challenge. So it's all listed right there before you see the $35 fee. It tells you everything that you get. All right, let's get this one added down here at the bottom. Y'all, I'm gonna actually add this bow first and then work everything else around it. Where are my long tails? They're on this side. Give it a good twist. Now, your bows should be tight enough so that they don't sag, but loose enough so that whenever you pick up your wreath, the bow doesn't start drooping down to the floor. No droopy bows, y'all. All right, let's get our ladybug in here. I'm gonna get her positioned where she's kind of hidden behind this bow, but still visible. Is that considered a funky bow? No, it's more like a version of the Terry bow. All right, so y'all, I'm just getting the pipe cleaner through one of the holes on the ring and wrapping it nice and tight. You bought all the ladybug stuff tonight? Awesome. Ladybugs and bees are super popular for spring and summer. They're usually a really good seller for us. All right, last corner. All right, so our ladybug is attached. Our big bow is attached. Now for the other bows, I go from one to the top. Could you put this sign on a bike wheel? Absolutely. All right, and then our third bow is going to fill in this gap over here. And listen, I know that at least one of you are watching and are like, oh my God, you're covering all the mesh. It's okay. It's okay. Y'all, it's all about knowing what your customers will pay for. You just wrap it around the frame, Lisa. All right, y'all, now we're gonna add some ribbon tails to the rest of the wreath. So right around the edge here, you can still see, we have to fix that. So we know there is 8 sets. Connie, how's the rain out by you? So let's use this one, and let's do 3. Let's do these 3. All right, so I'm gonna cut 14-inch tails, and I'm gonna need 8. There's 8. How thick is the wreath? Probably about 7 inches if I had to guess. Connie, how's your sister's house in Lake Charles with all the flooding? All right, so there's 8 of those. Y'all, this Swiss dot is super nice. Have you guys, those of you who got the box, have you played with the Swiss dot yet? It's thick. It's beautiful in Brooklyn. Awesome. Where Connie's sister lives in Louisiana, there's major flooding going on, and they're still trying to recover from the hurricanes. So hopefully her sister's house is okay. All right, then let's use our 2.5 inch. You already used 2 of the signs. Awesome. Which 2? There's our 8. The Ladybug sign, I don't know if we actually sold it on the website. It was part of the subscription box. All right, there's our 8. So now we're gonna go around the edge and add 3 ribbons to every one of our twists that we can find. So, layer them on top of each other. Give it a good fold in half. Pinch it. And add that to the pipe cleaners that are on the outside. After you add that one, if you have extra pipe cleaner, you can trim it off. Y'all, I have the hiccups now. What a fun night. First a sneeze, now a hiccup. So you'll be able to see what I'm doing when we get over to the other side. Right now, it's kind of hidden underneath all the tails, all the bows. Linda, you can either contact USPS and ask them for a picture of where they delivered it or the coordinates, or you can contact our help desk at info@damonnotes.com and they can help you out. All right, so where we added our mesh to the pipe cleaners is where we're adding these ribbon tails. So just add them in there. And then spread them out. And trim down. Any extra pipe cleaner, because we're not going to need any more after this one. All right, first one that you guys can actually see. Linda signed up for the challenge. Awesome, glad to have you. All right, so you can see we tied it right in, and now we're just gonna spread it out. You want to spread them out so you get the most coverage as possible. Awesome, Pam. Y'all, I tested a lot of cutters before I ordered those. Y'all, we still have to clean up our bows right now. They're still kind of crazy. Paula, it sounds like you're on the wrong website. So go to learnfromdamon.com and then click on Creative Coaching. Erica, I am using 3 tails in 1 pipe cleaner. I wanted to get a better variety of colors in the ribbon tails. So I decided to go with 3 ribbons instead of 2. So you've been around for 5 years? It's a long time. It seems like it's been a lifetime for sure. It's crazy to think like how our business has changed. So if you guys don't know, I started making Mardi Gras wreath for my own front door. Someone purchased it, and that was back in 2014 or 15. Then we did craft shows for a while. Then in 2015 or 16, we joined Etsy, started selling online. 2017, we started doing Facebook Live videos, which changed the course and direction of our business to doing more helping other creatives and not selling as many wreaths. 2018, we started selling supplies. It's been crazy. Can I show you how I spread the tails? Yeah, look, they're just spread out. So you literally just separate them. All right, so we got our tails all the way around. Now, there's a spot right here at the top. Might be the only top spot that needs a tail. So I'm gonna go ahead and add it. My first live would have been somewhere in 2017-ish, I think. Yeah, we initially sold supplies out of our house. So we were packing boxes. It was a mess, an assembly line. So back in 2000, so I shared it was 3 years ago that we made 9,000 sales on Etsy. And since then, we're almost at about 18,000 sales. So wreaths are still popular, y'all. All right, let's take our scissors and start cleaning up our bows. So all we're gonna do is take our ribbon tails, fold them in half, wire side to wire side, and dovetail them. So this is where you can decide how far you want to cut down these top ribbons so that you can see more of your ladybug. I do have a podcast. It's Makers Mean Business. I'll be honest, I don't love the podcast, so I don't tend to make a lot of podcasts, unfortunately. But we do have quite a few episodes out there. All right, let's trim up the next bow. It's hard to be creative and have a podcast, right? Everything that we do is so visual. So our podcast is more business related because I think it would be hard to give someone a wreath instructional video, well, podcast, right? Like, oh, this is how you tie a bow without you being able to see anything. All right, there's our middle bow, nice and done. Didn't miss any, I don't think. Let's do our top one. Y'all, I also don't worry about if they're all perfectly the same cut. Some are cut deep, some are cut shallow. I think I missed one on the first bow. Maybe. I did. Right here. Whoa, that's kind of weird. So this one had like this weird extra V in the middle. I don't know what was going on there. All right. But now we have a giant ladybug wreath ready to list on Etsy. And now we're going to take our scraps of what was left and we're going to finish the little 8-inch base that we made with the leftover mesh. So this was an 8-inch circle. We added the leftover ruffles to it. All right. And y'all, I am just not going to use the ladybug ribbon. Well, I guess I could because I do actually have this ladybug I just saw right here. Maybe we'll make this a ladybug wreath too. Y'all, I had this ladybug from something. I don't know what. All right, so we're gonna make a giant bow first. Let's get ourselves about a 12, 14-inch tail. Eight-inch loop, or 7 to 8-inch loop, whichever one you feel more comfortable with. Yep, Sid's still here. So y'all, in the creative coaching group this month, we have a video on how to make your own wreath attachment. And Sid was that wreath attachment in there. How many bows? Lisa, you'll just have to stay and see. Am I keeping Sid for a little while? I like to be able to keep the one that we do in the coaching group for a little while so other people can see it. What's this small peg for? I say it's for engagement. It just makes a lot of people ask a lot of questions. Y'all, something on the table is making me sneeze. I haven't used burlap in a while, so I don't know what it is. Where did the sloth come from? We learned how to make it in the creative coaching group. You just sold a patriotic wreath. Awesome. Center loop. What's up, K-Sphere? How's that new grandbaby? Hey, you getting old? 2 grandbabies? Jeez, woman. All right, let's slide our bow off. Glenda sold 12 wreaths this month. Awesome, congrats. All right, let's pick a spot on our little wreath and add our bow. Festivals are fun for sure. All right, so I'm just attaching this directly to the wire frame that we put the mesh on. All right, get our tails all where they need to be. Y'all, let's get our little ladybug positioned right in here. So on this ladybug, we used our steel pick machine. We put a pick on the pipe cleaner and we put it right into the styrofoam. Add some extra glue because I don't know if I glued it or not. Sharon, I actually got to hold a sloth in Austin. Someone said the ladybug doesn't have antennas, but they're right here. Now maybe a real ladybug doesn't have antennas, but this one does. All right. Gonna tuck our ladybug in here. Hoping that glue doesn't touch my hand. Pulling it in nice and tight. And tying it off. Yeah, Mel took a nap while I was playing with the sloth. She'll never live that one down. All right, then we just need to get ourselves a few little ribbon tails in here. I'm thinking 4 tails might be enough. Let's see what we can do. Oh, thanks for the stars. Jordy. Do you go by Jordy or do you go by James? I don't even know. How are flights going to change with the new CDC guidelines? Let's cut 4 sets of tails and see if we're happy with them. Y'all, I am going to use the 4-inch ribbon for this one. Because Louisiana went totally like, oops, CDC said if you're vaccinated, no mask. Everyone's mask signs came down. It's a little bit crazy. So we actually, y'all, grocery shop today for the first time in a long time where people didn't have on a mask. All right, so we got 4 inches there. Let's just use this red one. Tina just sold number 34 for the month of May. Awesome. All right, there's our ribbon tails. So this time I'm just gonna put my 4-inch and my 1.5 inch together. Gonna fold it up. Give it a good pinch. And add these around. So y'all, on this one, I'm just adding tails wherever I can see a pipe cleaner. So right here, there's 2, so I'm gonna add 2. Everyone has to do what they feel is best for them, for sure, with the mask. So if you're not comfortable not wearing a mask, keep your mask on. Am I making double door wreaths? No, I made 1 wreath, and then with the leftovers, I'm making this one. Patriotic's been as good as Christmas? Yeah, patriotic wreaths sold really well for me this year. I have not been able to keep any of them in stock. All right, last tail right over here. All right, let's clean up our bow. So if you sell on Etsy and you just made this wreath over here, and you have to do all of the SEO research for Ladybug, why not make 1 more while you're at it and double up on all the homework that you got to do? We still have some patriotic ribbon for sure. All right. So here's just a much smaller little ladybug wreath. All right, that's it. All right, so if you guys have not joined us for the challenge this weekend, make sure you do that at learnfromdamon.com. Check out the Hidden Treasures button. If you want to join us in creative coaching, go to creative coaching. And if you are struggling selling your wreaths, check out learnfromdamon.com business coaching.